Very necessary video today. So I stumbled across a video of a man that moved from the United States for full-time residency within Thailand, and his reasonings for doing so I think are great reasons that I think should be more known or more widespread. And truth be told, I always thought to myself that damn, it would be dope to be an expatriate because the world is so damn big and I always have such a fantastic time doing international traveling throughout my life. But it always interests me listening to people's reasonings of why they do it. All right, so let's learn something today. MT on me, it's time to get active. So without further ado,
I'm the most happiest and at peace that I've ever been here in Thailand. Something about this environment, it just radiates positivity. These are so good. I think the biggest thing I gained from living here in Bangkok for the past 3 years is being content and realizing I don't actually need much to live a happy, simple lifestyle. My name is Paulie, I'm 28 years old, and 3 years ago, I permanently left the United States to move here to Bangkok, Thailand. I'm a content creator and I also do real estate and I make around $150,000 a year.
150,000 United States dollar is a lot of money in Thailand. So the money in Thailand is referred to as the Thai baht. So let's put in $150,000. So that comes out to about 5.5 million Thai baht. Let's compare that to real estate in the middle of Bangkok. So you'll see right here, this unit, which is a 3-bedroom, 4-bath condo, you could purchase for 50 million Thai baht or $420-ish thousand. So this unit, as you can see, let's actually take a look at the map. Let me scroll out so you can see. All right, looks like the middle of Bangkok is right here. This is 10-ish minutes away from the middle of Bangkok. But yeah, 3 bedrooms, 1,700 square foot. Let's look at some of the photos. It's got a dope pool area outside of the unit. Looks like it's on the water. Good little pathways, playground. That pool is fantastic with a nice view of the city. Little gym. Oh, modern. I like it. I like it. Just to compare, I took a look in Atlanta, in Buckhead, for 2 beds, 2.5 baths. So you have less beds, less baths, a little bit more space, about 400 square foot of space at $1.2 million. Oh, and let's not forget $1,600 a month in an HOA fee. And as crazy as that number is, Bangkok is really like the Brooklyn of the United States. So I went to Brooklyn, specifically to Soho, and found a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in a little bit larger of a lot for $4.4 million. You take $4.4 million and you go to Thailand, I mean, shit, you can hire people to wipe your ass, massages every minute of the day. You really don't even have to walk no more. You could just get people to carry you places.
I came here for a short vacation in April 2021 and then officially moved here in September 2021. When I first arrived to Thailand, I just felt rejuvenated. Everything was just completely new to me and I just felt like it was a fresh new start. And the more and more I live here, I feel like the more and more I fall in love with the city. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment that is 650 square feet. I pay 20,000 Thai baht, which is around 550 USD a month.
150K a year, only paying $544 a month. Albeit only 860 something square foot is a really small spot, but if you're a single guy, how much space do you really need? But just think about your life right now. How much life would you be able to live if you only had to pay $544 a month in rent? Extra money to just invest on yourself, save for the future, or even just treat your family to a better life. Not only does your dollar go further here, but it's way less pressure to live a balanced life.
A month. I'm actually located right in Thong Lo, Bangkok, which is kind of like the chic, kind of fashionable area. Some people would consider it like the Soho of Bangkok.
Oh, there you go.
For Wi-Fi, I pay around $20 a month for 500 megabytes per second. For electricity, I pay around $80 a month, and for water, I pay around $3 a month. The electricity is actually not too cheap. It's typically the most expensive utility bill, but I have the ACs running all day because it's just super hot in Thailand.
It's funny that he referenced Soho here. I didn't know he was going to do that. But what's funny about that comparison also is, think about the last time Soho in Brooklyn has seen $544 a month in rent. It's been at least 80 years, baby.
To move into my apartment, I had to pay 2 months rent deposit, which is around $1,100.
Okay.
I grew up right in the middle of Georgia, a small city called Macon, Georgia. I was just always raised up in a very small and poor environment, and I always just dreamed big, and I wanted to move to the big city. So I worked very hard to try to do that, and eventually I was successful enough to actually move to New York City. When I was in New York City, I was grossing around $1 million and around $400,000 net profit. So I was doing quite successfully well, enough to retire my parents, and I had all the success from basically doing e-commerce online. I just found myself being very consumerist, very materialistic. I think the environment was just very individualistic, very doggish, and very hyper-aggressive. And I just quickly fell into a little bit of depression and just kind of purposeless. I needed to do a 180 change.
Today, he looks a lot more healthier. He looked a lot worse when he was making all this money in New York. That's exactly what stress will do to you. Let go.
Bangkok stood out to me because it seemed very metropolis, it seemed very fun, it seemed very, very affordable, and it just had a very good culture, and it didn't really have any major compromises to me. So I decided to come out here for a quick little vacation, fell in love with it, and I haven't left since. I spend around $500 a month on food, and I eat out every single meal. I never cook at home. I'm eating quite good food, I think. I'm not gonna lie, the food in New York City was very good as well. But in Thailand, it's just a lot more homey, a lot more local, a lot spicier.
$500 a month on food to eat out every day. Meanwhile, in the States, people spend $500 a month on food, but they cook every day. I will say though, some of the diets over there in Thailand is wild. I remember walking on the streets of Bangkok and there was street vendors selling crickets to eat. Like, nah, bro, insects are not a part of my diet.
All right, guys, let me show you a local grocery store. It's some comparison of the costs. We have a whole chicken here. It says 1.84 kilograms, 396 Thai baht. This is 89 Thai baht, 67 Thai baht. Half a gallon of milk is 99 Thai baht. Beef isn't particularly cheap here in Asia. Australian grass-fed tenderloin at 210 baht for 100 grams. Now we got the alcohol section. We actually cannot purchase any alcohol. The alcohol hours are from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 12 a.m.
20 to drink. Interesting.
This gym cost me 3,400 Thai baht a month. It's very close to my condo. It's walking distance. It has free co-working section, free coffee, free drinks, a lot of good networking opportunities here, and virtually every machine I could think of. So it's definitely not cheap, but honestly, I think it's worth it.
Yo, the Lifetime Fitness in Buckhead, Atlanta is like $300 a month. That's what the general theme is, what I'm seeing here. Everything is like 2 to 3.5 times as expensive than what it is in the States.
Welcome, come on in. This is my 1-bedroom apartment. Starting off, we have a pretty small kitchen right here, and we have our dining room section. Everything here was actually pre-furnished, so I didn't have to buy any of this stuff. The tables, the couch, it all came with the condo. Over here, I'll just chill with my dog. We have our entertainment area here. Now let me actually show you the 1-bedroom. We actually have a pretty nice view of the city. We're here on the 9th floor. And we have a pretty basic restroom, nothing particularly fancy. And now let me show you some of the amenities. Pretty decent pool. I rarely ever use this pool, but it's just nice to have, and sometimes come out here, chill, get some sun in, and kind of enjoy the scenery. Let me show you the next amenity. We have a pretty small gym, not particularly fancy, and I rarely ever come here, but I mean, it is nice to have, and you're able to get some work in, so. Yeah. Honestly, it's not too bad. I used to live in a very luxurious, very modern condo, but it was very, very small. So nowadays, I actually prefer to live in slightly older, outdated buildings that have much more space. To give you a comparison, let's go and tour one of the nicest luxury condos here in Bangkok. This Grab app is basically kind of like Uber. You can do transportation, you can do delivery, you can do groceries, 10-minute ride, or 2.65 kilometers for only 43 Thai baht. Let's go ahead and book it. All right, let's go, guys. Year-round, it's always hot, very hot, or just very rainy. On a given day, it's always going to be around 98 degrees Fahrenheit, so you're not going to have the 4 seasons, and I guess that is a pretty big downside of living here in Thailand.
No, I am okay with not dealing with snow ever again in my life.
Up. Let's check out the 25th floor. Let me show you guys this absolutely beautiful one bedroom here.
Okay.
So welcome. As you can see, it's a lot different vibe than my condo, even though my condo is also one bedroom.
It's small.
Our first bedroom, we have very compact, small. All right, now let's squeeze our way into...
Wait a minute. Is the damn bathtub, is the shower in the room with the bed? Nah, yo. No. Hell no. Show me to the, how is this the most expensive spot in Bangkok? Like what are y'all doing? Hell no. I never want the ability to watch a pretty young thing get up out of the bed and go into the toilet and pop a squat on the porcelain god right in front of me. I don't even want to know that you're shit, baby girl, to be honest. But y'all over here putting the bathroom in the bedroom? Nasty work.
Have very compact, small. All right, now let's squeeze our way into the closet area. As you can see, we have two wardrobes right here.
320 square foot.
Inside of a very compact
too small
bathroom. We also have a bathtub.
Yeah, this is wild. No.
As you can see, we have a very nice view of the Thang neighborhood. This neighborhood is one of the nicest neighborhoods here in Bangkok and also one of the most expensive.
Yeah, you can see that.
Now, let me show you some of the crazy amenities this place has.
Okay, it better be an upgrade from that bathroom.
The first amenity is one of 3 gyms that this place has. You guys got to check this out.
One of 3 gyms. Oh.
We also have a little jacuzzi right there where you can overlook the entire city.
That is gorgeous. Okay, they bringing me back from the bathroom thing with this. $800 a month to have these type of amenities. Something like this in the real Soho would be incredibly expensive. I actually just visited my boy in Soho about a month or so ago, and they were paying like $10,000 a month in rent, him and his wife. But even their amenities don't look like this.
We have a beautiful pool table here and a nice view of the city.
Wow.
This is actually one of the coolest features of this condo. They have a music room.
Music room.
We have a full panorama view of Bangkok, and we even have glass floors so you can just really soak in the entire view. That is pretty crazy. And actually, you can see my condo from here too.
Yo, look at this. Look at this. The infinity pool with the plush outdoor seating accoutrements and the arrangement of such, overlooking the city for $800 a month. Spots in New York that are $800 a month are either rent controlled or you're in poverty.
When I first moved to Thailand, my parents were just super shocked that I moved out here to Thailand. It just seems very foreign and kind of random, especially because I'm Korean. But they've actually since moved to Korea and they visit me from time to time. So it's pretty nice being able to easily travel there and visit them. For the past 3 years, I've only went back to America 1 time, and that was because of my sister's wedding. To be honest, this is my new life here in Thailand. I don't really have any particular reason to go back to the States. I had to go through this journey of being poor and becoming quite wealthy to realize all this wealth that I had accumulated didn't...
Nah, yo, I don't care if it's $1. In order to... I am not sitting on the back of this truck with this grown-ass man in between my legs. No siree. Like, give me the Uber, give me a back seat.
Really give me what I wanted and didn't give me the satisfaction I was looking for, and all these things that come with wealth, such as wanting to be cool and popular and materialistic and consumerist, realizing a lot of these things actually don't make you happier at the end of the day. Even though I don't make nearly as much money as I made in New York City, I am far wealthier in terms of my happiness, in terms of my well-being, my peace. These are things I never was able to achieve back home in the States.
I think that was such an important conclusion for him because in my mind, I interpret what he said as is that the rat race, the hamster wheel of life, you're just constantly on the hamster wheel, creating, producing, right? It doesn't necessarily, even if you produce what you want, you get the results out of life from a monetary perspective, it may not turn out into life satisfaction. This guy was making $500,000 a year in New York, but he wasn't happy. In fact, he said that he was depressed. We even saw pictures from him back then and he looks way more healthy wealthy now. And that's what I think it's about at the end of the day. Within the US, we prioritize, how much money, it's even something that in the workplace you don't even talk about. No one even talks about it. But a lot of people in the West really establish their worth to how much that they make. And I think that it's on the back of this heavily keeping up with the Joneses, materialism within our society. At the end of the day, looking at videos like this is so incredibly valuable and important because it gets you out of your purview. It gets you out of your own way to look at your life, the way that it's going, and then assess what's happening outside of your block, your area, your city, your state, even your damn country. This is why the time that I've taken within my life to travel to different places was an absolutely invaluable experience because I began to learn things about other places to understand where I'm at. It's been since 2017 since I visited Thailand, and just watching this video, I think it's time for me to make a trip back. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tourism reviews at gmail.com. If life was a game, the purchasing parity power between the USD, the United States dollar, and other places in the world would be a cheat code, would be a superpower. And I'll leave you with that. Until next time, YouTube. Peace!